And she answers that proudly. How important is it, Jeff, for Juan Martinez to make her seem like, hey, you're enjoying this as much as him?
I think it's very important, and I think that was an important point where she says in her journal after that, I love him, I really do. It's saying that she enjoys it. It's saying that sex equal love to her. It's this whole thing that's going to come crashing later when she can't control him, when he's going off on a cruise without her. That's going to be too much for her. She's going to drive 10 hours in the desert and kill him. And I wanted to, if I could, just note, you played the clip again of that challenge that she made. You know, she said, I can't remember when people like you or Travis yell at me. I was in the courtroom for that. There was a noticeable groan in the gallery. You know, everybody who sat there realized that was an extremely unusual interchange for the witness to start challenging the lawyer, especially a regular lay witness, not a professional like an expert or a policeman. That's very unusual.
Right.
And it was palpable in the courtroom.
And she
not just, you know, you could...
Yeah, and she did it early on, too. Let's listen to it. And at the end of it, she throws a little zinger out there that she kind of enjoyed the sex every now and then. So let's listen to that, and we'll get your take on it. It feeds all into this theme here. Here we go.
Do you have problems with your memory, ma'am?
Sometimes.
So you can tell us, for example, what kind of coffee you bought at Starbucks back on June 3rd of 2008, but you can't tell us what you said yesterday or the day before?
I always got the same drink at Starbucks.
And you can tell us, for example, what type of sex you had with Mr. Alexander many years ago, but you're having trouble telling us what you said a couple of days ago?
When I'm under stress, yeah, it affects my memory.
I thought you said the relationship with Mr. Alexander was very stressful.
Some of the sex wasn't.
Pardon?
Some of the sex wasn't.
So you did enjoy the sex then, is that what you're telling me?
At times I did.
Jeff, that's got to hurt her. I'm guessing her attorneys are cringing there, because for how many days was she the victim who was embarrassed and meek and mousy and was just trying to please Travis? Now she says herself she enjoyed it.
Well, that's right, and that was a difference between the morning and the afternoon yesterday. In the morning, she was the victim where Juan was beating her up, but by the afternoon, that had all changed. And she was sparring with him, saying, I enjoyed the sex. Well, put all that together. She's sparring with Juan. She's kind of whipping, you know, Juan. If she's whipping Juan, what does she do to Travis? You know, she liked the sex. She enjoyed the sex. Look, if he just would have been her boyfriend, she'd be perfectly happy and he'd be alive today.